Welcome. So I wanted to talk about two questions that will help kickstart your thinking about AI. So when people come and talk to me, they generally have one of two starting points. One is, I know we should be doing something about AI, but I don't know enough about it and I don't really know where to start, and I don't really want to admit that in whatever forum it is. Second set of people have already commissioned some work with some AI companies. So they've either given everybody a Copilot license, other LLMs are available, or they're working with some industrial AI companies. They've done a deal, they've set some hairs racing, they've got some pilots running, and now they're questioning, where's the return really going to come from this? Is it all outflow and not getting much back? So I'll talk through these two questions that are really a starting point to say, where am I at? Where's my team at? And where might we want to go with this? And my suggestion is that you take your notebook and a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and go and sit somewhere without your devices, without your computer on for 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, and have a really good think. I am telling you to go into a darkened room right now, but I think it's worth just taking a bit of time to think about this. So the first question is, what's getting in the way right now with you and your organization and AI? So what's getting in the way for you as an individual? One of the things we're always saying is that actually there's a real shift coming here with AI. But the first mindset that needs to shift is your own. If you're going to lead a team, you're going to lead through this transition, you're going to determine what your organization is going to be in an AI world, then that starts with you. So what's getting in the way for you? Be really honest. What do you understand? What don't you understand? What really worries you? What are other people saying to you? Be really honest with yourself. Then think about, what's getting in the way with your peers. So what do you think other people are doing? What do you think other people think? If you were to forge ahead, what resistance would you get? What other things is this competing with for budgets? Because no AI initiative is an island, right? There's lots of things your business wants to do to improve, whether that's reduce cost or grow. And whatever you do with AI needs to be competing and earning its spot. And then think about, what's it like for your team? Do you know how the people that report into you are using AI? Do you know? Have you given them some tools? Do you know what they're doing with it? I listened to someone on a webinar a few months ago saying no use case is too small. I fundamentally disagree with that. These things should be moving the needle on your business, not being an easy way of doing conditional formatting in Excel or making funny gifts. So think about what's getting in the way for you, your peer group, and your team. And that list is your list of obstacles. And that's essentially your to-do list as a leader to lead your team through this transition. And, a great thing to do in leadership teams is for people to work individually and have these lists and then share them across the team to really understand whether they're even in the same postcode when it comes to what needs to be done for AI. Right? And think of it as your to-do list. These are things we need to address as we crawl, walk, run towards the future. You don't have to have answers to them all now. You just know that they're areas of focus, things that could trip you up. So that's part one. What's getting in the way? Your obstacle list. The second one is to think big. So I always say to people, when you're trying to decide what to innovate around, whether that's with AI or any other digital technology, start with a problem you really care about solving. Like, you know, as a leader, what the big problems in your organization are that you need to solve. For most of you, it's some sort of issue with growth, growth into new segments or sectors, or growth with existing customers, attracting new customers. Sometimes it'll be cost, sometimes it'll be margin, but you know what the big imperatives are in your business. That is where you should be applying your efforts around new technology to help you with those challenges. AI is an ingredient, it's not a meal, right? It's not like you're going to have it on its own to solve its special AI problem. It's a tool that is opening up new capabilities to solve problems. And they might have been problems that have existed in your business for a while, or they might be new emerging challenges as your competitors adapt. But start with a problem you really care about. And so, you're sitting in your dark room with your coffee, with your paper and pen. And so the second question that I would pose you is, wouldn't it be cool if? So wouldn't it be cool if we could generate leads with our customers? Wouldn't it be cool if we could provide personalized customer service? Wouldn't it be cool if we actually got a chance to analyze all this data that's been sitting on someone's to-do list for months, but something always takes precedence? Wouldn't it be cool if, when things go wrong, we can make a better decision about our supply chain? So what are your wouldn't it be cool if? Wouldn't it be cool if we could see this data? Wouldn't it be cool if we could optimize this question? Wouldn't it be cool if we had this all in one place? Wouldn't it be cool if customers could buy from us without even talking to anyone? I don't know, depends what business you're in. But go away and think about what you might want to do, because even if generally available AI technologies can't do this right now, it's likely in 6 months' time that some more capability is there. We've seen this changing so quickly, and there's a real small gap between what I would say is technologies being there with like specialists and really nerdy people, and them being available in the hands of everyday people in the workplace, in the general population. So it's moving from like technical specialist to your team faster than ever before. So think about that ambitious thinking. Wouldn't it be cool if we can do this stuff? And again, how can you have those conversations with your team? How can you have those conversations with your peers? How can you open up an ambition within your business to solve those big problems and harness technology that's there to do that? Wouldn't it be cool if we opened up our data and saw what customers did with it? Wouldn't it be cool if we could partner with that organisation over there, because together we could do something special? So wouldn't it be cool if is the second question. And what this will do is it will give you a starting point to open a dialogue about what organisation you want to be, what change you might drive. I am not a fan of the quick win, because I think it's a trap for people, because they end up doing something small and trivial instead of something big and ambitious. But what I think is great is, how do you create a shortcut to that alignment on what that big ambition is? And that's what I'm talking about. So make a win through you all heading in the same direction, rather than doing something small scale that nobody objects to. So 2 questions for you. Next time someone cancels a meeting, take that half hour, go away from your devices, get a cup of coffee, and think about what's getting in the way of you doing more with AI or understanding the AI space. And wouldn't it be cool if set some level of ambition? If you want someone to help you take the next step, you know where I am. I've got a newsletter that comes out every week that explores some of these challenges around technology adoption, because the hard part is never the technology, it's changing the way people work. And I'll see you in the next one.